Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he takes this from inside the 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Here's Williams to throw. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Williams will pass. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. On the run, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Play fake, Williams. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Finds his big tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Williams fires to the tight end. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Using his feet.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and
makes the catch, and he's free. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Throwing, Williams. He's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Now on the move. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Williams looking for a man. Looking for the goal line. They will score! Touchdown, Bama!
that is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
Looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Smith intercepted, and he's got a convoy with him. The 40. The 30. Oh, it's on the ground. Live ball. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. He's brought down, not even close to the goal line, and that 2 two-point conversion attempt goes awry. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Moore. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hawkins. He's out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing. And it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Moore will throw. Moving out to the right. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Under fire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. 4th down, Moore. Fires to the right. Turns it on in midfield. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. With the draw, it's Hawkins.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Here's Moore to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Punts it out of the air. Finds a crease at the 20. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And then that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Dante Moore. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open, I had him, I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
Going for it all. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 14-6. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute. You've got to lock in.
Williams. Going over the top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Williams will pass. Rushes on him. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. 4th down, Williams. Unloads to the right. He's not going to get there. Stop. And the Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. From inside the 10, here he comes. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Throwing more. Complete.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Hawkins. At midfield, he's got room. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore. With the catch, it's Singleton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He's got his man across the middle. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Touchdown, Notre Dame! A great catch and run for 6.
Touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here's Brown to begin the drive. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Scanning the field, it's Rayner. Finds the tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right?
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. Throws for the tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coach coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Escapes the pressure to his right. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Craver. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. A give to Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And some room to work. Finding some room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeye!
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Hawkins. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the foot.
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Here's Moore to throw. Stepping to the right. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Moore to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback.
A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. You know, 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those. See if this defense can get back on track.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. More to the air again. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Lost a throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. That's reeled in, it's Craver. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
The Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his big tight end. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He wants to throw it again. Bring in the heat. Had to get rid of it quickly.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got a man, it's Fox. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Pressure coming, trying to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a 1st down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Buckeyes will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Johnson. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Dropping back, it's Rayner. Fires to the wideout. Makes a catch.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live the play the next down. I like that execution.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He stopped at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Dante Moore. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Moore will throw. Under fire. Lets it fly. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Pulls it in. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Throwing Moore. Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Again, it's Moore. He'll take a shot. And it's almost intercepted in the end zone. It's caught, but he's out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a bullet dodged by this offense. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Back open in the middle. The whistle sounded, and they got it called just in time, using the timeout with a second left, now to see if they can score before the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain, so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
To the air, it's Rayner. Lets it fly. He's got it down the field. And he's brought down after a huge completion. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State in the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. There's some room.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Oh, better look out. It's a running room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. On on the ground. It's Jackson. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Moore, play action. Pocket breaking down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads it left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Rayner. Here comes the heat. He'll try to do it himself. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough effort.
There's a crease. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Brown. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So 1st down will open up the final period. Defense looks like they're coming. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back. You get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays.
Makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point gives him a 1-point lead here in the fourth. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing. And full extension down the right side for the grab. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. The give, it's Hawkins. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Eakin. Makes the grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. The run inside. It's Jackson. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Here's the pressure. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, if that last incompletion's any indicator, it's going to be hard to convert this 4th and short coming up. You're trailing late in the game. You've got to come up with a big completion, but where are you going to go? Where's your best matchup here on this next critical down?
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. More to throw for it on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Could be an alley. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The AT unit on the field. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Moore. Right on the money. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Moore to the air. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
That's a tough throw to make, especially at this juncture of the game. It's late, you're trailing, and that's a deep throw on an outbreaking route. As a quarterback, your timing has to be perfect, and you've got to throw that thing out in front. If anything is off, even by the smallest...
Trying to burn this defensive back. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Dante Moore wants to throw again. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Unleashes it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Moore to throw. He fires a bullet to the right. Upstairs to make the catch. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. Moore to the air again. Looking for the score. And it's incomplete, and the final drive of the game comes up empty. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that